Oh, yes. Oh, good grief. Gotta turn this around. And I look awful. So I do. I don't know about the rest of you. Since Valentine's Day, my energy has been off the charts. Anxiety. Just, I mean, I get sick. Before that, my boyfriend was sick. Before that, it was like, Spirit told me to take a step back. And then as soon as I was ready to get going again, I get sick. Then the boyfriend wanted to take me out to away for a romantic Valentine's Day, which was very sweet of him. However, I felt blocked, like big time blocked. And either way, hey, how are you? As you see, I look like hell. I've been going through purging and a lot of it. Today has been a very rough day. Summer knows. I've been telling her all kinds of stuff. She's the only one that's let me know I'm not completely losing my shit. I'm sure that there is a lot of us. Dude, I've been channeling stuff all day. I even decided to pull cards. And I don't know who this is for. Well, I'm thinking there's a look, I don't think I'm supposed to give out all my secrets yet. I want to. I want to tell you all exactly what I'm hearing. But I think I'm supposed to write them down and keep them to myself because this is a very personal purge for me. I'm telling you, one minute I'm happy, the next minute I'm bawling, and I have nothing to cry about. I have an awesome boyfriend. Things are going very well for me. I am not in lack of anything. I could use more money to pay bills. I can get that under control. That's the only area. But I'm t- I'm going to explain some things to you. I just found out Chiron went into Aries today. He's going to be there for 7 years. I looked at my natal, where my natal Chiron is. It's at like 23 degrees. You know what? If this whole purging thing is like, he is a wounded healer. He was the healer. If you know anything about Chiron, he was he was the he was neglected by his parents because in mythology you have to read the story of Chiron. Basically, he was neglected by his parents and abandoned and left. And it was either Saturn, it might have been Zeus. It was one of them Greek god, whatever. They adopted him. And guess what? Chiron ended up learning how to heal people energetically. So, I mean, I know that I already have this, and it works, dude. I could share so many stories with you, and it started a very long time ago with me. You know, Summer, it's funny because up here it shows there's nobody on here, and I know you're on here. I have 0 people watching this, supposedly. Nice job, YouTube. YouTube likes to shut me up. Yeah, shows I have nobody watching this. Isn't that interesting? Thumbs it up, Summer. Thumbs it up. Either way, yeah, I'm not myself. As all you all knew, I took a step back. It killed me to do so because I'm thinking my channel's going to die. I take a step back. My channel is going to, people are going to be like, she quit. Fuck that, I ain't never quit. I'm not quitting. Nobody's going to shut me up. I may need to take a step back because I'm going through my own stuff. And ultimately, it's going to help the rest of you. Just like all of you are going through stuff. And ultimately, you're going to help the rest of the collective. I'm sure I'm not the only one going through this. I'm positive I'm not. And like I said, there's zero, nada, zilch for me in my life at this point to be any bit depressed about. Nothing. Yes. And Chiron just is net right now 0 degrees in Aries. There's other things that are going on too. Planetary wise. We have a full moon, so that just intensifies a lot of this in Virgo about all those things that are real. All that stuff with Chiron now, I suggest that you guys learn about it because it's going through my first house, and you got to see where natally it will affect you because it's all about healing those core central wounds that I've been talking about, those core fears of self-sabotage, which I've been channeling. I've been self-sabotaging myself. I noticed it. I recognized it. I saw it. I publicly am slamming myself. I'm not perfect, folks. I fuck up. And I don't do everything right, but man, I sure as hell want to. I want to help people just like the rest of you, but the thing is, look at that. Here's justice. Source knows my heart. That's why it's put here. Create balance for people. First, I have to have it within myself. And look at me. I look terrible today. Oh, God. I can't believe I went on live like this, but whatever. I was getting downloads all day. I just did another meditation on opening, healing core wounds and opening up my heart chakra and things that have come up from the past again that I just am trying to release. My Aries reading again was letting go from last month. I apologize, folks. Like, this isn't. Well, you want to know what? Sweetheart, this is all for a better version of what we're called to be in this life to help the collective. This isn't about us. This is something that we have to really wrap our minds around at this point. This stuff is no longer about us. This stuff is about the divine and the divine plan for the people on this planet to come to the true, real acknowledgement of what unconditional love looks like. What it really, truly looks like. And it starts with yourself. That's the first one you got to master, is unconditionally loving your flaws, loving your fear. Well, we hate our fears, but loving your flaws, all of them. It's who It's why you're distinct from other people. If you didn't have the, dude, we'd all be carbon copies. Either way, I pulled some damn cards and I started getting a storyline. I don't know who it's for, but it's fucking scary. And I don't know if I want to give it because I'm kind of giving a little bit of a positive message. But then when I pulled out this and I was like, oh boy. And I'm pretty sure it's for somebody who's in a relationship for a while, for a long time. It would be, dude. Nobody can, I don't care. I know I rub people the wrong way. I always will. Do I care? Fuck no, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't want to purposely do that, but that's not my problem. I don't want to rub people the wrong way. However, we're all different. And sometimes people just don't like one another. That's the hate within them, not you, man. You don't like me, guess what? I'm doing something right. I'm doing something absolutely right. Because I'm making you look at why. I just don't like her. Well, why? Well, because she's too pretty. I don't like her. She's too skinny. I don't like her. She sings too well. I don't like her. She has a better body than I do. Sound familiar, ladies? Sound familiar? And guess what? Start feeding into that fear that you're not good enough. That you need to change yourself. I don't know who this message is for, but I hope I'm hitting the right group. Guess what? You don't need to change who you are for anybody. You change yourself for the betterment of yourself. For the betterment of a better person and version of yourself. Please. It's what Spirit's saying. Reconnect me, YouTube. If you go through my videos from this past year, you're going to see the emergence of someone who is completely decimated to Phoenix. I may not have it all together, but I'm on the rise, motherfuckers. I'm just letting you know that. Spirit, and it's not me. It's because I yielded, and I'm continuing to yield. I may not have it all together emotionally all the time. I was up and down crying all day today, but guess what? That's healing. That's called healing. That's inner healing when you cry. Do you know how hard it is for this Aries to cry? I think this is really the first time that I've cried like this in well over 2-3 years. Maybe since my grandmother passed. 4 years. 5 years. I've not cried like this. We are also at 0 degrees Pisces. The Mercury is. The Sun. Happy birthday, Pisces. Love tapping into that Piscean energy. That don't help this either. So. Usually I feel pretty schnockered in Pisces energy. When I get downloads after downloads after downloads. And one other thing, I want to apologize. I shouldn't. Oh, actually, you want to know what? Fuck that. I ain't apologizing for doing spiritual work on myself anymore. If I need to take a step back It has zero to do with me not loving you guys. And it has zero to do with me not wanting to do readings because I love it. I love giving guidance and helping people. But guess what I had to learn in the process of all this? I can't help you if I can't help me. And there's times where we need to take a step back and just begin to go through things. And just like this relationship of mine, like triggers started to come up. I started seeing old patterns. I saw certain things that it was just like self sabotaged it. And I apologized. I swallowed my pride and my ego. I still watch. Don't worry, I'm not getting duped again. This person knows I'm not putting up with shit and respects me for it. For the most part, he's scared. He's scared shitless too. We were both terrified of getting hurt. Well, guess what? Guess what? That's a fear. That's something that we're supposed to not take into this next season. Spirit said, lose fear. He told me, he's been telling, it's been reiterated. When you have fear, you close your heart. When you close your heart, you can't allow love to come in and you can't give it correctly. Guess what? You twin flamers out there, here's a piece of advice. If you're fearing and having a guard there and putting a block there because you're afraid of getting hurt, and a lot of times there's self-constructed, we don't even realize they're running in the background. I heard a great meditation today. It made so much sense. And I'll list it down in the description box. I want you all to watch it. It was awesome. Listen to it. Meditate to it. Well, this meditation actually releases karmic blocks and mental blocks that you don't realize are running in the background that's causing the self-sabotaging. Like I said, I'm gonna put it's in my likes or my playlist. Um and I'm gonna see if I can put the link down in the description then. Cause I'm telling you, I it made so much sense. It resonated. It resonated. And you know, I have not been the best person that I could be. I know that. I made mistakes. I mess up. I don't do everything right. I'm learning this stuff, you know? No excuses though. I'm trying to be better. And hopefully, hopefully, when I start doing readings again, I'm telling you, I needed this period of rest and I needed this period of, to back up so that I could be a better reader for you guys. I heard next level. I heard these readings will be going to the next level for you guys. So it's not even and my hope and my prayer is going to be, and I've been speaking it out, and I believe it's one of the things the Spirit is gifting me with. First off, the power of the spoken word. I've been getting this for a while. And this power of the spoken word, you want to know what? I'm going to start calling out illnesses, if I feel something in my body, and I physical manifestation healings as I'm doing readings. If I hear it and spirit reveals it to me, yeah, Raz, I'm right there with you, buddy. Um, I know. Um, you you probably been going through if you're going through this transformation too. My head has felt like it's been up in the clouds for a while. I felt like there was a lot of people who were coming against me, and a lot of it had to do with the Mars and Aries. Yes, my head is mush too. And then on top of all of that, I got into a relationship, which I'm in a relationship. He gave me a promise ring. We weren't even dating until January, the beginning of January. I met, dude, I'm telling you, you can ask Summer Solstice on here. She had actually had a chat with me and my my boyfriend. And we energetically are on pretty much the same level, and a lot of it has to do with well, thank you. I find him very attractive too, and I'm sure I'll have to let him know that you said that. You will be like, "Ah." I've been trying to get him to come on and do a video with me about how we actually got together, and about how I use the law of attraction to action, and it actually worked. Not to mention, um, not having the expectation of the outcome. Him and I connected. I trusted the universe. I completely gave that situation over to the universe, and I'm like, you want to know what? You put this man in my life for a reason. And if it was only, well, hang on. I put that man, the divine put that man in my life for a reason. And hey, how are you? And even if it was only to get him back up on his feet and to light a fire under his ass, to know that he's worthy and he's loved and he deserves the best, because he's another Aries. He has gone through hell just like the rest of us. Some of us look like this. But um there was something about our connection and the way we meshed and our thought patterns. We have 5 of the same. Oh, I have a cat moon, so I can distance myself. See, that's the problem. I see a red flag and it's like, wall up, calling him out with my Aries sharp Queen of Swords tongue. And I'm taking off rings, I'm grabbing my shit, and I'm fucking out. Ditto. Deuces. And this guy will not let me do that to him. This guy won't let me do that to him. Mm-mm. He knows that there's too much of a connection. I'm the first girl he gave any kind of ring to, ever. Thank you. He's pretty great. We all have our flaws. We all have our bitches and gripes. But when it comes straight up to his um mostly happy personality, he's usually in a good mood, and he usually has a very sweet spirit. He just started his new job yesterday, and Loyalty is hard to find. And there's some things, that him and I are both working on. Him and I both have been served some pretty fucking hard karma. We have. We've both not been the best of people in the past. Well, guess what? Uranus said, okay, remember when you did that? Well, guess what happens to you now? And then it's off for your lessons. Then it's off for yes. You end up in toxic relationships. When you think you're getting this, after you've, chose to leave. Somebody who probably actually really loved you. I'm just going to channel this. I don't know who this is for, but let me go here. This is something different. And this is 26 minutes into this video. I really should just cut this video off and just do a reading here because I believe that there is something here for somebody. I don't know. I really feel like it's not for singles. It very well could be. It very well could be for singles, but I feel like it was for somebody who is in a committed relationship and or engaged, moved in together. But man, it came crashing down hard. Really fucking hard. And that's what I got for that. But I was going to continue to pull cards because I'm like, all right, this is too good here for, this is the storyline. And I need to go with it. And it's not my normal spread. But I want to try something new. Either way, I'm going to end this. I'm going to, I'm pulling cards here. I'm going to figure out who this storyline is for. Probably for the collective of either committed or engaged people. Okay. I will stop this and I'm going to do this reading.